Did you just finish a project and you have a bunch of little bits left over? I'm going to show you how to use those. We are going to make little scrappy pads that are perfect to go into your journals or whatever. As you can see here, they're cute little pads using up literally the offcuts from my last project. And I'm just going to show you how to create those today. I'm Venus from Heart's Desire by Venus. And please, if you follow my videos, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video if you're enjoying this content. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can, or hit the notification bell, sorry, so that you can see what I'm doing when I'm doing it. So I'm working on another hybrid here, book / journal, and I have some bits left over from my last project, which I will give you a sneak peek. Here's a sneak peek of my last project. I haven't even filmed that. I'm going to film it later today, but I have literally bits here, my offcuts from that project. And I know you cut them up, you file them, you put them in, a container, and you swear you're going to use them later. And I don't know, do you? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So I came up with this idea to put them into my other books. Since all the books I'm working on right now seem to be about the same colors and tones, I thought this would be perfect. So for this one, I'm actually using the base of those, excuse me, those master boards that we have done in previous videos. They work great for this. I'm just going to cut it down. Now you can make these whatever size you want. I'm just randomly cutting my master board here so that I can make 2 smaller ones or whatever. You could have left it big if you want, but for me, I'm just making little pocket-sized ones here. So do that. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up my master boards. Now you can start with any other kind of paper. You don't have to start with your master board, but I was also using master boards in that last project and I had a few chunks left. I mean, these are like index card size, I'm going to say. So I thought it would be perfect to just make these. Leave my distressing ink open. All right, so just make sure you're in screen there. And I'm just going to go through my papers and literally layer up what I want. So I do like these. So I'm also, keep in mind, you want all different distressing bottoms on this. So I'm just going to go ahead here and cut this piece up so that it's usable. So I like to have my bottoms all different torn or straight edges and that, but I like my sides to be pretty straight. I just find, oh, my chair's squeaking, that it works a little better. And I'm just going to distress just the torn edges to add a little bit to them. Just kind of see what I've got here. And all you do is, see, and I already broke my rule. I'm just layering them. Now I'm going to layer them. Not only am I going to layer them different widths, but I'm also going to layer them different lengths as well, just to give a little bit of interest. And this works good with small pieces and big pieces. And here you go. Like, look, I have, this is a little journaling card left over from that project, I guess. So I'm just going to ink it and maybe put it near the back. There's a little flippy part. I don't want that one, but I've got, oh, here's a good one. I'm just going to tear the edge off of this. And you're just going to build, and I kind of just place them, am I in screen? Yes, okay. So I just kind of layer them all different widths and positions. And then I do like to take is, you know, you get these little skinny ones, throw these in. Why not? Why not? Just adds a bit, and it's amazing how many of these little bits you can use. So, and I put in, tear up some book paper here, because, you know, we never have enough book paper. Yeah, see, you can just, as long as they're all meeting at the top, you can arrange it however you want. Now, in one of these, this one here, I have some embossed book paper that I put in this one as well. And that's something to consider as well. And I think that one is just about done. And, ooh. Oh, I'm just going to cut that one straight. And I'm just going to tear the edge on this one. Okay, so you get the idea. So then what I did, now you could staple this, or you can sew. You could glue. Actually, I shouldn't say that. You could do whatever you want. So I am actually going to glue. And all I'm doing is taking, I have a strip of fabric left over, and I'm just going to wrap it around. Now, if it was wide enough, I would have just folded it over the top. But this one was not. See if I've got another piece that's wider here. What have I got? Here we go. Yeah, see, now this one's wider. So I'm just going to make sure I tear it big enough. And these are supposed to be shabby, so don't be thinking, you know, oh no, it's not perfect. You don't want it to be. You don't want it to be. So this one here, you can see it's big enough. I'm just going to fold it over. Oops, fold it over the entire thing. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a stitch about 1/4 inch from the top of these. And then I'll show you what I did next. Okay, so I've stitched these. Now I'm going to pull it up to the camera so you can see why I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I don't know if you can see the stitching there, but because it was so many layers, my machine didn't want to stitch all of them. This one you might be able to see better. So it stitched most of them, but there was a few that weren't so nice. So what I've done for my other ones is I used my washi tape on here. And you know, I'm not a big fan of washi tape, but maybe I'm starting to be. So all I did was take a decorative washi tape and stretched it across the stitching, wrapped it around to the back, and just secured. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. My landline never rings. So anyways, I'm just going to do it on the other one here. I never even thought to check and turn my landline phone off because nobody calls me. Again, so I'm just running the washi tape, and you can do whatever size you want just across the stitching. It's hiding that, but this stuff is pretty and it kind of matches the paper, and it's using my washi tape. So, and all I do is make sure you rub it in there really good. Get a good stick in, you know. So look at how cute that makes it. So now for this one here, I'm not frayed shabby enough. I'm just going to take my poker stick and just fray the fabric a little bit more. There, that's looking better. That one incorrect. Okay, so you can see this is the back of mine. So you can either slide these in pockets, or this one, because the back is not so nice, I'm actually probably going to attach it to a page or to a card in the book or something like that. But we're not done. So after my projects, I also have bits of fabric left over. So I'm just literally going to take a couple of pieces of the fabric, and I've got some of this pretty, I don't know what you want to call it, lace. Ah, that's the word. Lace. So I'm just going to shabby up my fabric here. Ugh, this one's not going very well. It's silk. Usually this stuff frays like crazy. There we go. Got some tails going here. So I'm just going to shabby that up. Leave some of the threads. That doesn't bother me because, again, I'm going for that shabby look. Layer it with a piece of thread. And then I'm going to use these oversized buttons. Now, I have a tendency, you know, you'll buy a pack of them and they get them in all sorted sizes. And I usually only use the cute little ones. Well, here again, I'm destashing. I am using some of the bigger ones that kind of match. And I'm just going to make a little cluster, which, you know, you've probably all done this a million times. So I'm just going to stitch it onto the fabric. And try not to stab myself. There we go. All right. Tie my knot. I'm just going to trim my edging, my ends here. And I'm also, because I'm using applied a thread here, it's like it's like a baker's twine, so it's got plies. It's not really, though. I use it for threading my loom. But there. So now you've got that, and wherever you put it, you can decide. I like to kind of stick them off to the side myself, and I'm just going to glue it on, so it's nice and secure. Just using my Fabri-Tac. And I mean, you could make this even more detailed if you wanted. You've got all kinds of things you can do to that. So you can see here, I've just a simple thing. I'm using some of my scraps that are left because I just hate to throw out those nice pieces. I printed them. They're beautiful. I'm just going to take this piece off. And you know what? You don't really want to waste them. And because they've still got some life in them. And I thought this is a perfect way. So you can see how many different varieties you can do. Like this one, I said it's got the layered. I'll just rub it on a bit more. It's got the embossed book pages. I've got little ends, you know, just all kinds of just little bits. Now you could do this with fabric. Make a little swatch book. I guess that's what you could call these, swatch books. I'm not sure. But I just thought I'd show you what I came up with to use up some of those bits that are so nice. And they're just tiny pieces, but it works out beautifully for this kind of project. And now I've got a bunch to stick in my book. And honestly, let's see. This one's got a nice background, so I'll just find a spot here. We got there. Stick it in behind a belly band there. Have it peeking out. Look how cute that is. It's perfect. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Hopefully you've got some inspiration. If you make any of these, please go on over to my Facebook group, Heart's Desire by Venus, and post what you've done on there. I would love to see what you guys are creating. This would be fantastic to have a bunch of us do that. Anyways, hopefully I will see you again soon. Don't forget to subscribe because I will be doing my walkthrough of the journal that I gave you the sneak peek for today. That will be coming up and you don't want to miss it. Have a great day.